You are too. You got good vibes, man. For real, for real. Here we go.
Hey, this is the way I live. Big truck sitting on big wheels. Bonfire in the middle of the field. I work hard just to pay my bills, yeah, this is the way I live. Sipping on shine straight up out the still. Burn one cig back and just chill. I work hard just to pay my bills, yeah, this is the way I live. Find me in the club somewhere deep in the holler. I can promise you I'm somewhere trying to make me $1. And if you want it, gotta work for it. That's how it is.
Yes, I am in the chat.
Baby, I'm getting
How's it going?
Yeah, on my side of town, that's how we getting down. Got a big old fire in a jar to go around. Everybody getting wasted and the girls going wild. Screaming down, baby, and speakers the way I live. Big truck sitting on big wheels. Bonfire in the middle of the field. I work hard just to pay my bills, yeah, this is the way I live. Sipping on shine straight up out the still. Burn one cig back and just chill. I work hard just to pay my bills, yeah, this is the way I live. Where I come from is cornbread and biscuits. A little Mountain Dew, a little bit of whiskey. Small town, everybody know my name. Around here, we like to raise a little cane. And every girl around here
Backwoods, what's going on?
and every truck around here got a lift. And around here, don't you run that lift unless you gonna square up, you know how to throw fish, yeah. I'm from the 30, and now I ain't ashamed. That's who I am, muddy water in my veins. Yeah, got a problem, all I'm gonna say is this is the way I live. Big truck sitting on big wheels. Bonfire in the middle of the field. I work hard just to pay my bills, yeah, this is the way I live. Sipping on shine straight up out the still. Burn one cig back and just chill. I work hard just to pay my bills, yeah, this is the way I live.
Hey,
Hey.
yeah.
Hey.
That's the newest little
What?
remix release that I put out there on YouTube right there.
Man, that's killer. That is catchy and it is fire. I'm telling you. What up, everybody in the chat? Y'all help me welcome Joe Tyler. How are you, Joe Tyler? How are you?
What's up, man? CREEKERMARIAH, I'm glad to have you be on this show, man. It's a good time.
Thank you. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's the newest little
What?
remix release that I put out there on YouTube right there.
Man, that's killer. That is catchy and it is fire. I'm telling you. What up, everybody in the chat? Y'all help me welcome Joe Tyler. How are you?
What's up, man? CREEKERMARIAH, I'm glad to have you be on this show, man. It's a good time.
Thank you. Appreciate your time, brother. I really do. I've been watching you for a minute. Needless to say, I think I came across you on Instagram, right? So we have all this technology. It is good for some things, even though we hate it sometimes.
Yeah,
found you probably.
Sometimes it's a little frustrating, but it is what it is. It helps us out a lot.
It sure can be. Well, the convenience factor, it's the way of the world now. So I found you, needless to say, one way or the other on social media. And I've been watching you, here and there, and every single you drop and everything. You recently did one that's done phenomenal, but all your stuff does really good. And I just think that you have great vibes. I've watched you live, so I wanted to get to know you a little bit better.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that, man. That's all I'm about. Positivity, man. We got a lot of negative going on in the world today, and I just feel like we need to uplift things and see the good in a lot of stuff.
No kidding.
People are so down and hard on themselves, and we got to realize, sometimes we might not have like everything that we want to have, but as long as we got what we need and the minimal things in life, man, that's all it can take. That's all it takes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You surviving, got a roof over your head, and your bills are paid. Be happy about something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I always find something to be happy about, and that outlook, your smile is contagious. Your vibe is contagious. I've seen you go live on Instagram and just shoot some hoops or just smoke or whatever. It's always good vibes with you. So yeah, salute to you for keeping that positivity.
Man, yeah. I try to spread it. I hope it is contagious, man. because I want more people, have a smile on their face. There's a lot of people out here that's depressed and, they get down in the dumps and don't think that they can do anything with their life. Well, there's a lot of things you can do, and anything is possible as long as you put the motion towards it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's just it. And it takes all of us to do it. So I love that outlook on life. Yeah, that's killer. So I want to get to know you a little bit better. We'll do a little bit of, what was like life like growing up? When did you get into music? All those basic interview type questions. But then we're
I
gonna
got you.
tell like a couple fun stories and stuff. So
I
we'll get
got
into
you.
the more fun stuff too. All right. So where
All
are
right,
you
I'm
from, man?
ready.
I don't even know where are you from.
Oh, so I am from Robertson County, Tennessee. It's like 30 minutes north of Nashville. And I've lived in White House, Springfield, Cross Plains, like all the little cities within that county. I've been there. So when everybody asks
All
me
right.
where am I from, I just say Robertson County. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's home to
Um,
you. And that area is pretty rural from my understanding. It's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
outside of Nashville, right?
It's
So
right
it's like a
outside of
suburb
Nashville.
of
Like I could throw a rock and hit Nashville. So most of the time I just say
right.
I'm from Nashville because people know where
Yeah.
Nashville is, but
Right. Naturally.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you grew up real close and that's just been home for you all the time. So you had that music kind of pushed onto you, or did music
well,
not happen
music
early in your life?
I got involved with music really not even through music actually. It was kind of English class. It's whenever it really piqued my interest. And whenever
All
you
right.
learn about poetry and stuff like that in English class and we had to write our own poems and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. When I wrote my first poem, I was like, dude, this is nothing but a song. I can write songs. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So I
that's true.
started
Yeah.
doing the
Yeah.
songwriting thing. And then by the time I was 13, one of my mom's friends, he was a DJ and he had like turntables and he had like instrumentals. And he was playing a Nas instrumental. And I was like, whoa. So like they got beats without words on them. Like I didn't know that was a
Right,
thing. You
right.
know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he
It
started
caught your
playing
ear
it.
though.
Yeah, he started playing instrumentals, and I started like, writing down and freestyling a little bit to it, and that kind of piqued my interest in doing music. And so I
Did
was
your parents
fiddling
ever
around with
catch
it.
you doing that?
Well,
Like, did
my
your
mom,
parents
my
ever walk
mom was
in on
not a
you?
fan of it. She was not a fan of it. Whenever I was 13 years old, cussing, you know what I mean. She
Yeah,
didn't like
yeah,
that, and she
for
heard me
sure.
cussing. She was just like, "Whoa, that's my baby," you know what I mean. And I'm like,
Right,
"Mom,
right.
stop! It's music," you know.
Yeah, you're growing up as much as she didn't
Yeah.
want to admit it. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure,
but
for sure.
yeah, she was not a fan of that part of it, but she
Right,
supported me 100%. My dad, he supported me. My brother, he wasn't too fond of it. My brother, he's like 12 years older than me. He's like, you need to go get a real job, something that's gonna,
right.
you need to aim for a real career,
Go
something that's
be-
more, more,
yeah,
m-
stable. He's in that next
yeah, more
generation.
stable,
Like,
something that's gonna make you some money,
he's a generation
like
older than you. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "You need to find you a trade or something." And I was like, "No, I'm doing music." And I was at 13. I didn't realize, how hard it was to get in the music game and how many
Right.
artists out here doing music and how easy it is to do music nowadays. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Right. We talked
But I
about that a
mean,
little bit, before we talked about that, the convenience and stuff. You're right.
yeah,
Nowadays,
like
they
the
do kind of make
internet
it
and
easy.
everything has made it so much easier
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. You don't have to, sell music out of your trunk, on the corner of the
Uh-uh.
street, whether it's cold, rainy. You can just like upload it to a computer while you're sitting there, chilling. And it's pretty
And like
cool,
I was 13 years old, I was going to a place called Glendora's Ballroom on Jefferson Street in Nashville, and I was going down there performing. You're supposed to be like 21 to get in there, but since my mom's friend was the DJ, like I would go in there
Oh,
and I perform, and
right.
I'd get down and stuff like that. It was pretty cool, man. It was pretty
It
cool.
pays to know people. There's no doubt about that. At times it
Oh
pays to
no,
know people. It
no,
gave you a good experience, you
for
remember it
sure,
for a reason.
for sure.
All right, so you got into music when you were still in like junior high or high school. And I think I read a little bit about you somewhere and it said you got into music, but then you took a break and then you came back.
Yeah,
So,
I took a break.
do you want to talk about that?
I took a break. I had me and this girl got together and had a little family going, I thought, and a year and a half later down the road, I found out that the child wasn't mine, and then we kind of like split up
Okay.
and did our thing. And then whenever
Okay.
we split up, I was like, God, I need something to do, like occupy my time. And then I ran into a buddy of mine, Chase, and Chase, he was around music and stuff, and it kind of was like, dude, I'm gonna get back into music. So
Yeah.
I started doing music, and I was like, what am I gonna go by now? What kind of music am I gonna make? And I was like,
Right.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go
because you weren't
original.
always Joe T.
No, I wasn't. No, I had
No.
plenty of names, and I was like, I want to rebrand myself. You know, I want to be something more
Yeah.
serious. I want to go down to my roots, and so I'm just gonna be original. I'll put my first name, my middle name together, and bow, there we go, Joseph
Isn't
Tyler,
that
Joe
the
Tyler.
easiest? Like, that's the best way to be, though. You can make
Yeah, I mean it's
all these
more
names up for
authentic.
yourself, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's more
at the end of
authentic.
the
I
day,
feel like.
you are who you are. And so before you were kind of doing music, not so much for yourself. After taking that break and whatever happened. I know there's a reason for everything or what have you, but so you came back to it to be more authentic. And I think that's killer because you are an independent artist. And like you said, you don't really know how many artists are out here trying to do this grind
Yeah,
that you're doing until you're in it. Until you're in it and around it, it's a lot, really.
it's a lot, man. It is a lot, and it's cool to meet all these people too. You know,
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
nice.
Generally, everybody has a good time. Everybody gets along. They treat each other kind of like family. Everybody's one big family in country rap, if you want to call it that. But there's always, everybody beefs or everybody has their whatever, or
But
they don't get
that's
along all the
everywhere in the
time, and
world.
that's perfectly
Everybody's gonna
normal.
have a falling out. You know, nobody's
Yep.
gonna. You can't.
Yep.
You're not gonna have a world to where everybody agrees on something. It's just. It's not
Right.
gonna happen.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. So recently you did something really cool. And I don't even think that because okay, you did a video with Colt Ford, which
Mm.
is killer. I've seen the views on it. It's like what, at 4 million almost now. It's
The
insane.
video is at like 2.7 million. The audio to it is at
Okay.
like 3.5 million. So
Wow.
yeah,
All right.
and it's still climbing.
How long
Like
was the
nothing.
audio? Was the
Uh,
audio out like for a long time before the video or
no, the audio was out for like 3 weeks before the video. So
okay.
almost a month,
Okay.
I would
Yeah,
say.
right, right. What was it like getting to work with the OG of country rap, Colt Ford?
Man, it was pretty cool. He's a cool cat for sure. Very humble guy. He's hilarious, man. Good time to be around him. Um, I'd like to get some more in with him for sure. I talk to him
Yeah,
on a regular basis. We check in with each other. So
right. There's one of my friends, my brother, Mr. 359. He's a rapper from Alabama, and he's in the chat. Anyway, he is in the Riverbank video with Colt Ford and Scram, and he's in the video with him. But some of my buddies know Colt Ford pretty well, so like Scram and
yeah.
Mr. 359. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, okay, so very, very cool. And the name of that is Cocky. And
Mm-hmm.
it looked like you guys were having a good time. I seen you and Chase Matthews recorded like a reel, and that's when I first saw it.
Yeah.
And I just started watching it ever since.
Yeah. Hey, that video was fun. We hit up Boot Barn. I was like, hey, can we just come in there and shoot a music video real quick? And it was like,
Yeah,
I guess. So they let us kind of take
right.
over Boot Barn for a little bit and shoot the video. That was pretty fun.
Why would they say no? I mean, really, you're not harming nothing. It didn't take that long.
No.
Well, I say it didn't take that long, but who shot that video by chance?
A friend of mine named Wes, he works for Legacy Content. He's out of California. Real great guy, man. Real great guy.
Okay,
Very
all
talented.
right. Yes, I when you do this and you talk to a lot of artists or you're in the genre, you get to know a different videographers. It's just like inevitable. There's certain camera guys and certain
Oh
videographers
yeah.
and stuff. Some of them we see on everything, like Ghost, directed by Ghost. But okay, so tell me about whenever you came back to music. What was your motivation for kind of doing it differently?
Oh, I guess more maturing, like I'm matured since the last time I was doing music, and I already had a vision because I've been down the road a little bit, but it was more of a hobby then, and I didn't take it as serious. So I seen the kind of roots and the in and outs of it and what I needed to do.
Yeah,
And when I jumped back into it, I was just like, let's be a little bit more authentic. I'm more mature now, and let's see what we can
yeah,
do. And I did TriStar Outlaws, my first release is Joe Tyler, and
yep,
it received quite a bit of quite a bit of attention
Good
on it
feedback.
for
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
first
It
release,
did.
and I was like, wow, okay, this is crazy. And then I just kept going from there, and the love just kept growing and growing and growing. Family get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then
Yeah. It
we're
happens.
here.
Connections, you meet new people. Some people, build you up. Some people, maybe you learn a lesson from them, but being
Oh
mature,
yeah,
like you said, that surely played a major factor and you really, sticking to it when you came back. And we all mature as we get older. That's just a natural thing. I
oh
seen you
yeah.
were pushing the originals, like big time pushing the originals. You said TriStar Outlaw. Then you
Mm-hmm.
had one called Rowdy. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Rowdy. What was your next one?
The one after Rowdy, I'm pretty sure was Dixie Made.
Yes, I think, yeah,
If
I
I'm
think it
not
was.
mistaken. I did Dixie Made,
Or
and then
Bill's got.
Bills Got Paid was another one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
that was I think that
So
was my biggest release up until Truck Ride High came out. Truck Ride High dropped, and I was
yeah,
like, wow, okay. And then right after Truck Ride High, Cocky came out, and I was like, holy crap.
yeah,
Yeah,
you've been on fire
yeah,
ever
yeah.
since. Yeah, ever since that you've been on fire pretty much. After Bills got paid, you just kind of started blowing up, and there's different levels, I guess, in the genre. Like there's some of the guys that have already pretty much made it to the top. Then there's some that are just starting out, don't know the ins and outs. Like you said,
Hmm.
the first time around, you got to peek into all that and kind of learn some of the ins and
Yeah,
outs and stuff. Some artists don't have that. They're just starting out, so you kind of have an advantage now too.
yeah. For sure. For sure. It's helped out a lot. Um, I'm glad things happen for a reason, and at a certain time, I'm there's a reason things didn't happen for me back then when I was doing music. I would have probably screwed everything off and ruined my life.
Right.
I
Well,
wasn't
we
very
have to have
smart
faith
back
that
in
it
my
does
days.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you're where you're supposed to be, I guess, because that's why you're there. You're where you're supposed to be. So, what are your hobbies whenever you're not making music, shooting videos, writing songs, playing in merch, and all that? What are your hobbies?
I really don't do a whole awful lot. I mean, I chill around the house. Every once in a while, Xbox, play Xbox a little bit. Most
Yeah.
of the time, though, I'm in here. I'm in here doing something related to music. I make my own album covers. Like I do a lot of the creative side of my stuff, so like it kind of fills in my time, and it doesn't really feel like work to me because I like to be creative. The writing
Right.
aspect of it, like I can't sit here in front of the microphone and write all day every day. You just run out of stuff
No.
to say, and
No.
you get kind of you get
Right.
kind of worn out of it. So
Stuck.
I do
Yeah.
different things, I guess, as far as
Right.
I'll shoot the
You have
TikToks. I
to.
do,
Yeah.
yeah, I do the TikToks.
You
I
have
edit my
to.
videos. I do a little bit of everything. So it's really not
Right.
just. I don't
Jack
feel
of all
like I'm
trades.
focused on one thing.
Yeah, yeah. So have you performed like live? I think you went to actually you went to the Testicle Festival, which I was gonna go to, mind you, in Bentonville, but I went to see
Yes.
Jelly Roll the same day. So, I had a good excuse, a damn good excuse.
Yeah. That's what I was telling him. I was like, why'd y'all do it the same day as Jelly Roll's concert?
Right? Yeah, yeah. I drove like
It
three
was a big
hours to see
turnout.
it.
It
But
was a good
yeah,
turnout, but
yeah,
I definitely think it could have been a bigger turnout if it wasn't the same day.
right.
But we
Right.
had a
I
good
kind of
time.
gathered that. Like I was like, well, I wanted to go really bad, but I could not, if I had to pick one of the two. Of course I had to go see Jelly Roll. So sorry. But yeah, the Testicle Festival. So what was that like? What was performing like? Did the crowd like you? Did you work well with
Oh yeah.
everybody? How did
I
that go?
actually winded up I was only supposed to perform one day, and then an artist canceled the next day. So they was like, "Hey Joe, can you fill in for him?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll fill in for him." And then they asked me for like the final, like the big grand finale. They was gonna get like a couple artists on the stage, and it was like, "Hey, can you get up here for
Yeah,
this?" And I
yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I'll get up there for that." So I wound up performing like 3 times.
Right.
So it was a good time, man. The crowd was
That's
wild.
cool.
It was hype.
Yeah.
So the
Were
one
you
in
there all three
Nacogdoches,
days or were you there like the
I was there all three
who?
days. I had a show
Were
in
you really? Oh
Nacogdoches.
man, you're
Yeah,
brave.
yeah, yeah. It was hot though. That was the hottest show that I've ever done. It was burning up.
Oh man, it was so hot. It was 107 at that Jelly Roll concert, so it
It
was
was
very, very
burning
hot.
up.
Yeah, for sure. So, do you have any merchandise out right now?
Um, I, I I got some in hand. We're working on a Shopify store right now and getting a bunch of inventory set up for it and designs and stuff like that. Everything's been kind of happening real fast, so we've been doing one step at a time right now, and that's our
Yeah.
next step is the big merch thing for Shopify, so we can get some merch to people, in other states, for people that
Dope.
can't make it to my shows or stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah, because I
For
love to go
sure.
to shows, and like the cheaper the tickets, the better, because then I can buy more merchandise.
Yeah.
And I love to buy the merchandise and then keep like one shirt for never touch, the other one to wear, and just collect stuff like that. So I'll be
Exactly.
looking out for your merchandise. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And your manager, by the way, shout out to Bailey. Uh, Bailey's been super cool. Made this very easy to set up and everything, and I appreciate Bailey. So a big
Oh,
salute to you, Bailey. Thank you for what you do.
He's a great guy, man. He's a great guy. He's been rocking with me since I was like 14, 15 years old. Whenever I
Oh
first got into
wow, yeah,
music. Yeah.
that's a
He's a real
while.
good guy, man.
That's a minute. The friends like that don't really, they're going to be around probably forever. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I heard you tell somebody that you're not the most organized person. And I was like, I'm not either. I'm completely unorganized usually. Like,
I
I
am
don't have my
not
shit
the
together at
most
all.
organized
But
at all. At
no,
all. I
no,
am far from
me either.
organized.
Me, I don't have a manager though. So it's just like free roam, it's just
Yeah.
like, I'm the only one holding me accountable. So it's like, well, shit, not much gets accomplished then. So
Even with the manager though,
I need a Bailey.
he tries to organize me and then he'll cuss me out because I forget what he says, or
Yep.
I just do it the opposite of what he says, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I
Right.
misunderstood,
Right. Yep. No, I'm the same way. Sometimes following instructions is a whole thing. Like it's very difficult sometimes. People
Oh
don't
yeah.
understand that though all the time. They're just frustrated. Like, why don't you listen? But we are the way we are. So I'm curious. You have a new single dropping called Ain't No Tomorrow. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's dropping
Would-
January 19th.
Okay.
It's a good song. It's about positivity, man. It's another one for the haters, kind of like Cocky. You know,
Yeah. Oh,
screw what
good. All
everybody's got
right.
to
Cool.
say. Do your own thing.
Yep.
Just
Live
do
like
you,
there ain't no
basically.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. January 19th. So I seen the cover work, the artwork for that. It looks super dope. Let me see if I can put it up on the screen so people will be knowing what to look for. And so January 19th on that right there. Ain't no
Boom. That's it.
tomorrow. So okay, cool.
Yep. That's it.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna
Pre-save
be keeping
link
an
is
eye
in
on
my
that.
bio on all social medias.
Yes. Everybody go pre-save it. I'll also put the link in the description of this video. I already did to all your socials. So I want
Okay.
everybody to go follow you and help support the music, guys, because like we started this interview talking about how we need to be more positive and uplift each other and build those relationships. I'm on that same mission, that same goal.
For sure. For
Support
sure.
equals support. So I hope that anybody that watches the interview goes over, checks you out, leaves a comment, and helps support your music.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So where do you see yourself? Let's talk goals. Where do you see yourself in 1 year and then in 5 years?
In 1 year, I'm hoping to be 100% financially stable to where I'm not working at my electrical job no more. I'm very close to that right now. And doing music full time and definitely having a schedule packed for shows.
Yes. Yeah.
That is
Touring.
my
Yes.
goal.
Okay. Right.
That is my goal
Okay.
for
And that's a
1 year.
good 1 year. Yeah, that's a good 1 year goal. And so many artists have full-time jobs. Some of them have 2 full-time jobs. Very
Yeah.
rarely do I interview an artist that does music only and then doesn't have another job. They've always got, something, because it's so hard for the independent grind. So
It
what's been
is.
one of
It
your
is.
biggest, what's been one of your biggest, on that same note, what's been one of your biggest obstacles or something you've ran into that's just frustrating that other artists might be able to relate to?
Time.
Yeah.
Time is probably the biggest thing because like I need like 36 hours in a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I
Oh
need.
yeah, if not 48,
Yeah.
right? And you wonder why, because like we have all this convenience now. We can do everything from our phones. Not everything, but yet we spread ourselves like so thin. It seems like
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know why we
The
do
time
that, but we do. It's like
and I don't know. I feel like our phones also kind of put us in a jail too, and like
yeah,
it
for
doesn't
sure.
really let us enjoy life for what life really is. I mean, it is
Yeah,
a handy
yeah,
thing, but I feel like it kind of puts our minds in a cell.
it does. It really does. I always say like good literature frees your mind. So if you're reading about something good, your mind is free. But smut tethers you to the earth. Like when you're reading all that drama or gossip or fake shit, that's tethering you to the earth. You're not allowed to be free in your spirit. So I
Yeah,
feel like, yeah, the phones are a device. I mean, they really, really are.
they are. They are for sure. Um, but yeah, time was probably one of my biggest obstacles. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's probably pretty normal for artists to experience feeling that like they don't have enough time, not enough hours in the day.
Because you got
I know I
people
relate to
all
that as a mom.
yes, yeah, yeah. You got people that's
Yeah.
like, drop more music. And I'm like, I'm trying, I got a job, I got this, I got that. And I'm trying to build up an
Right.
arsenal. And I got a pretty good lineup. I think we got our next 4 releases planned out. So I'm really excited
Good.
for those to come out and drop.
Are you gonna drop a whole album? Because you've been pushing the singles lately. It seems like.
I think I'm gonna keep pushing the singles for a little bit, and then I might drop a little EP. And then
Yeah, like
after
a
I do the
7 or 8
EP,
song EP.
yeah, something like that. And then I'll do a couple more singles and then see where we're at. And if everything's still floating and we're on fire, then I'll drop an album.
Right.
I'll probably
Okay.
do like
My
a fit.
buddy.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, my buddy Southwind. He's in the chat. He's an artist too, and he said, "Congrats on the come up, or congrats on the cocky come up." So Southwind wanted me to tell you that.
Hey, I appreciate you, Southwind, man. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you,
He's
thank
such
you.
a he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy. So and he also does
I think
music.
I've seen
So
a couple of his
all right.
TikToks before.
Probably. Yeah, we're all I feel like in this genre, we're all kind of in the same places. I guess that's the algorithm, but generally it's like we said before, one big family. So that's what I
Yeah,
like about it. I'm not saying there's no competition because they're obviously there for sure. It's competition, but that's anything that you do. That's sports, that's whatever you do. There's competition.
yeah. That's competition everywhere, and there's gonna be.
Yeah. That's what keeps us like, in check in my mind, like a feedback loop, that's how we reflect, I think, kind of
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
teaches us lessons. Everybody we meet like either teaches us a lesson or a blessing or something to that nature. So, okay, all right. So you've got a single dropping January 19th. You've got a merch line on the way. You're working on the Shopify. You
Mm-hmm.
dropped Cocky like what, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and it's
6 months ago.
blown up.
Yeah,
Has
it's
it been
actually been.
6 months already? Oh
Yeah,
my
it's been
goodness.
6 months. Yeah, and I dropped Bankroll right after that, and I did a remix to Richmond, North of Richmond, and it did pretty good. So
Yeah,
everything's looking crazy
yeah,
right now for me.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're on a roll right now for sure. So I think that you're doing all the right things, and I hope you do drop like an EP sometime in the spring or something. I'll be on the lookout for that too. And if you do, if you have any shows coming up or whatever, I'm gonna do my best to make it out to them, and I hope everybody else does too. So guys,
Please.
go pre-save his new single. Please go pre-save it, whatever your preferred music is. They got all them options. I seen them, so
Yes, they got
I want
everything
everybody
on
to
there.
at least go pre-save that.
Pandora,
Yeah, they sure
Deezer,
do.
Naptunes, I think. I don't know. Everything.
Napster, yeah, Napster's old. Napster's old as fuck.
Yeah.
Somebody has a question. Does he have any advice for someone trying to break through into the music industry as an independent artist? What advice do you have for getting into the algorithm? What do you think?
Um. So, man, if you're trying to get into music, TikTok is where it's gonna be at, man. The algorithm thing, and
Yeah.
it's TikTok. You can go on your phone and make an app I think called BandLab, and you can actually record music off of your phone. Yet the quality is not the greatest, but Juice World did what was it, Lucid Dreams, and it went like platinum off of that
Yeah.
app on his phone. So like you can do it. And if your funds are big enough, go get your little home studio, start recording from there, and
Right.
then push
A little
push it
even.
on your
Yeah. Even.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Push it on your
Yes.
TikTok, man, and don't be afraid and keep posting and posting. Stay consistent. It's not everything's not going to happen right away. It's been three
Right.
years for me pushing consistently, and they said the breakthrough
Yeah.
points at 5, so we're coming through.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, you're on the right track for sure. And Jelly Roll himself even said it takes about 5 or 6 years for everything you've worked really hard for to actually show. Like before you are like, okay, all that hard work is paying off. 5 to 6 years. So you're right on there with that same timeline. And
Yeah,
that's great advice. Yeah. Hey
yeah,
Vic, Riding Dirty Radio in the chat. I think you're gonna do an interview with Riding Dirty Radio too.
yeah.
So I'll be looking out for that
I
because
do got one
Vic's
coming up with
killer.
them. What's up with you, Vic? How you doing, man?
Yes, he's in the chat. Man, you'll have to come check out the duel some night. I'll send you the link. You'll have to come over and check out Vic. He streams music every night. Pretty dope show. So, but I'm gonna keep in touch with you, man. I appreciate your time tonight. Like we talked about earlier, time is something that is an obstacle, and I don't want to keep you all night. I know you're a busy man, and I
No,
really
you're good.
appreciate you for coming on, though.
No, I'm
Oh,
glad you
yeah, you're
invited
all
me.
good vibes.
Yeah, I'm glad you invited me, man. We'll have to get another one in soon, hopefully, and we'll just
Yes, as
talk
soon
some
as you drop
bullshit
that
and
single.
yeah,
Yeah,
do it.
I'd like
I'm
to
ready
have you
for it.
back on.
No,
Okay,
I'm ready
awesome.
for it.
Well, shout out to Bailey too for making it happen and just being, a great communicator because I appreciate, that. So, yeah. Anything else you want people to know tonight?
No, man, I'm just gonna say keep a smirk up on your face and get some sunshine in your pocket, man. That's about it. You
Hands up like I'm
know,
Rocky.
yeah,
should we
yeah,
play?
that's about
Should
it.
we play him a song? We
You
can
go
play him
ahead,
out.
run it
Let's
out.
play.
Let's
Yeah,
get
what
an
do you want to play
outro
on? You
going
want to do?
on.
All right, let's do it. I've got the Bentonville thing loaded. We could show him part of that,
We can show them part of
or we need
Bentonville.
it. You want to show him part of that, and then we'll do an outro. All
We
right.
can do that.
You're so
What y'all missed
easygoing. I
out
like
on Joe
you.
Tyler show. It's good times, guys. Very
I
good
almost
times.
went to this, man. I had to check it out. I was supposed to go. You know, looked like fun.
No, it's a blast. Shout out to Level Up Films. He just got a
Yeah,
shot this, edited it. Real
dope.
good friend of mine.
Who edited this?
A good friend of mine named Level Up Films.
All right.
He's very talented, man. Very
Shout out
talented.
to
He
him.
shot
Yeah,
a
man.
couple
The
of my
editing
videos.
is right. I seen that Jelly Roll Back Row Baptism T-shirt. Y'all had yeah. It looks like y'all had a good time.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, man, I want a big, big bankroll. I'm out here trying to get them pesos. 24/7, see I'm on my grind. Listen here, Bubba, say I ain't got the time. Out here, I'm counting up them bitch, but who I think they mad? Pissed off just a tad. I'm living how I wanna live. Just tell them kiss my ass, and they look a little sad. Now I ain't tryna brag, but I'ma run it up like a drunk man's tab with a smoke up on my face. Sunshine in my pocket, got your boots without the lace. Snakeskin's what I'm rocking, got that Glock up on my waist. Oh, you better watch it, man. I'm
Y'all
bouncing
performed
like
3 different times.
I feel a little cocky.
Every day
that I'm a freak, cause I feel a little cocky. See me walking with a limp, cause I feel a little.
Dude, that's Pimp wearing the Dolly T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's Pimp, and he's
I've
got the
seen it.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, he's got the Whitney Houston on. I got the Dolly T-shirt. I was like, we
That's
killed
what's
that.
up. Yes. Who else was there?
Dusty Lee showed up.
Oh God.
Big Poe was there. Philip Good was there. A couple other people was there. It was a good
Right
time.
on. I've met Dusty. I've hung out with Dusty a lot.
Brian
I
Martin was
haven't
there
met.
too.
Oh yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
great.
He's good
He's got
people,
a lot of
man.
killer stuff. For sure. Yeah,
He's
that's
really
awesome. The
good.
Dolly shirt.
Days. Thank everybody for coming out. We rocked that motherfucker. It's hot as hell. I got my cold rag right here. Arkansas. We did the damn thing, right? Yeah, think that I'm a freak, cause I feel a little cocky. See me walking with a limp, cause I feel a little cocky. I might talk a lot of shit, put my hands up like I'm Rocky. I'm bouncing like a rooster, yeah, I feel a little cocky. Who I think they mad? Kids out just too bad.
Yeah, shout
That's
out
what's
Level
up.
Up.
Yes, man, that's killer. I like that. I love that, man. If everybody would do those recap videos, that'd be so freaking cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I try to do one to every little show that I do. Sometimes I can't get a videographer out there. Bailey tries to fill in when he can, so we do what we can.
Yeah, for sure. And we appreciate that. Like the supporters and the fans, they really appreciate that because we can't always get out to the shows and stuff. So just to get to see that little bit until we can get to a show, let me tell you, it means the world to us.
It kind of hypes y'all up to come to a show, and also for the ones that make it to it and they see themselves in a video with me, they kind of like it brings joy to them, They're like, oh, he put me in there,
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, if they make it in a video, like that's super cool. It makes you feel special, and that's why the fans will relate to you because you're good vibes, your positivity, and you're good to your fans, your people, and you appreciate them, and it shows. Not in just the way you talk, but the way that I
wouldn't
move,
be Joe Tyler without them. You know what I mean? I couldn't be Joe Tyler without the people. I mean, I can make the music all day long, but like if nobody's sitting there supporting me, if nobody's sharing it, if nobody's showing it to somebody, like it's not doing anything.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's so important about, us. Just download the songs, pre-save, like you said, sharing, just share. It's free to share it with somebody. If people hadn't shared music with me, I'd be missing out on it. There's people I shared Jelly Roll to, and now he's their favorite artist. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah. I think you gave some great advice earlier too. So I love that advice. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys all for popping in here tonight. I appreciate all of you. Make sure you share this. Share Joe Tyler. All of his links to all of his socials are in the bio. Brother, I'm going to play Cocky on our way out, okay?
All right, let's do it.
All right, I'll keep in touch with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, everybody, again. I appreciate you guys. You guys
Adios,
are awesome.
guys. January 19th, go pre-save.
January 19th, go pre-save it. I'll drop the link.
Angel on the track. Oh, I think they mad. Picked out just a tag. I'm living how I wanna live. Just tell them kiss my ass. Yeah, they look a little sad. Now I ain't trying to brag, but I'ma run it up like a drunk man's tab with a smirk up on my face. Sunshine in my pocket, got your boots without the lace. Snakeskin's what I'm rocking, got that Glock up on my waist. Oh, you better watch it, man. I'm bouncing like a rooster, yeah. I feel a little cocky. You might think that I'm a freak, cause I feel a little cocky. See me walking with a limp, cause I feel a little cocky. I might talk a lot of shit, put my hands up like I'm Rocky. I'm bouncing like a rooster, yeah. I feel a little cocky. First one in, last one out. Hustle real hard, but there's no doubt. You talk about me, better watch your mouth. And I came from the bottom, I'm top of the south. Don't test me, don't do it. Got one cock, then I shoot it. I'm flexing, I prove it. Got mud all of my jewelry, smirk up on my face. Sunshine in my pocket, got the boots without the lace. Snakeskin's what I'm rocking, got that Glock up on my waist. Oh, you better watch it, man. I'm bouncing like a rooster, yeah. Feel a little cocky, think that I'm free, cause I feel a little cocky. See me walking with a limp, cause I feel a little cocky. I might talk a lot of shit, put my hands up like I'm Rocky. I'm bouncing like a rooster, yeah. I feel a little cocky.
I'm like C-O-C-K-Y. Hot damn, this cracker fly like a rooster with a turbo booster. Yo, girl wanna ride. I told her come inside. She told me the same thing. I said, nah, girl, I hit quit, then get gone on my right. It's Cold Ford and Joe T. He knew, but y'all know me. That's Fauci and like Connie B. That's Brasco, dumb asshole. Don't ask no dumb questions. The class is in session. Don't think about stepping, cause I keep that weapon.
Spark up on my face. Sunshine in my pocket, got the boots without the lace. Snakeskin's what I'm rocking, got that clock up on my waist. Oh, you better watch it, man. I'm bouncing like a rooster, yeah. I feel a little cocky. You might think that I'm a freak, cause I feel a little cocky. See me walking with a limp, cause I feel a little cocky. I might talk a lot of shit, put my hands up like I'm Rocky. I'm bouncing like a rooster, yeah. I feel a little cocky. Ooh, I think they mad. Kids out just to take. I'm living how I wanna live. Tell them kiss my ass.
Jake Angel on the track.